Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlogs. And as always, I appreciate all the love and support. In today's video, it's going to be a really fun one. And I can't wait to show you guys what we got. Let's go. All right, you guys. So as you can see in the thumbnail, there is a package right over here behind me. And big shout out to Custom Interior for sending me this package right here for the ZL1. It is about time to start working on the interior of the car, as we've already done the exterior of the car and some performance with some more stuff coming. But for now, in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys the inside of the car, what it currently looks like, and then what it's gonna turn into. All right, you guys, so inside the ZL1 right now, we have the completely stock, these are Recaro seats, and they are absolutely beautiful seats. I've already done justice and vacuumed the seat, cleaned up the seat, because it will get covered, and once it does get covered, it's going to be protected for some time, but it should look just as good next time down the line. If I ever decide to take off the covers and go back to this look, this is what it currently looks like inside of the car. And we're gonna see what it looks like once we start the install. In videos that I've researched and looked up online to see what the install looks like, I've noticed some people take out the seat and some people don't take out the seat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to leave the seat in the car. And what we're gonna do first is we're gonna start with the cushion right here instead, where you sit down at. And we'll put that cover on here first, and then we'll work our way to the top piece right here. And then we'll go to the headrest itself. So let's start with this first. Let me get it out of the box real quick. So as you can see on the seat cover itself, the material is very nice. It's got the insulated design on the material. The leather feels really, really good. The backside, all it has is these little clips right here. And you just hook them under the seat on the bracket. And you run this through. You run it through straight like this between the seats. Once you get it through, you just flip it up like this, and it'll keep it from pulling the harness back out, the strap back out. All I did was I reached down here, and then I felt for the strap. That's these, and it has these little clips on them. The little clip, it just hooks on, and now this flips up, so I have access to run the straps that come on this through the seat under. Just let it sit there. Then I'm going to take these little straps right here, with these little clips, and I'm going to slide them through the seat. I think. Fold this forward. These little front straps right here, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can clip those. Okay. Oh, really? That's it? Wow. I thought it was going to be harder than that. Gotta be a little patient. Get it through here. So that piece is in already. That's the easy part. The hard part is on that side, there's a strap that has to go all the way under in the middle of the seat. That's the hard part. I'm gonna run this through this little plastic piece right here. They just tell you they feed it through here, but they don't show you how hard it is to feed it through it. The YouTube videos I've seen. Ah, feel it. Come on. Bro, it's literally on my fingertips. I just can't grip it to pull it down. We'll make this happen. Got it. Okay, strap is right here. I need to tuck all this in right here. This extra seam. I need to tuck it in. Then we'll wipe this down right here. It's no problem. But we got it in there. We got the clips under there. They just slide through, and when they slide through, you just flip them up and it sticks like this. And then on this side, I'm gonna keep tucking it in, but I did right here by the seatbelt, little plastic piece right next to it. And then all I gotta do is now strap these on under it, strap down the other one to this harness. And I think the bottom piece is done. We'll just have to slide on the top with the cover, and that seat is done. All right, so under here, there's those three little clips. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. You guys also make sure you guys take off this little cover that goes right there on the top. All I did was I used one of these tools and I put it in the front like this and I pulled it up and it just snapped out. You pull it out of place. It's just got a couple of little clips in the back. You just snap it right back on in place. That way when you put the cover on, then you put this last and it'll look like factory. And another tip for you, how you know which seat cover goes to which side, because this side has the little spot where I took that plastic piece off, and that's obviously for the passenger side. One thing to keep in mind is when you're getting ready to install this, you want to make sure you unzip this on this side, and then it's got straps right here for the top of it, so you can slide it right on. And I believe the second one is in here too. I didn't know that. All right, go ahead and put this on. Make sure don't forget to unzip. All right, you guys, so it is now the next day because last night I had some family come over. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the back seats, and we're going to pop this out. To get to the back seats, all you have to do is you have to take a tool and pry right over here on the bottom and just pop up. Same thing on the other side, and then this slides right out with those little belts right there. Make sure you push those through, and then this comes off, and we're going to put that one on first, and then we're just going to leave the back seat there and just slide on the cover and then put the seat back on. All right, so for the next step, what you want to do is when you take this out, it's a little bit tight on the bottom right here when you're getting ready to pop it off the back seat. So make sure you're using an actual prying tool to pop it out. I'll show you guys what I use. Took out the actual prying tool, put it in there, finagle it, and pop, it comes right off. All right, now that being said, make sure that you clean the surface area here. I did vacuum it and touch it up and clean it and wipe down the leather, make sure that it's all set to go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lay the first piece on here. And you want to keep in mind that you have this dip that goes up over here. So you want to make sure that when you put this on, you do the same. You bend these up right here. Like that, see? So it can tuck in. Alright, here's a little tip for you guys. So when you're getting ready to put these on, these little straps, when you take the long extended one, what you're going to do is the side pieces, the straps that are on the actual side right here, you're going to run that through it. So you're going to go like this. See it? That way it holds it. Now for this one here in the center, right here, what you're going to do is there's a strap right here on the bottom, in the middle. You're going to run that through the spot right here, the hole right here for the seatbelt. You're going to run it through there. And I'll show you guys what I mean. Easy peasy. Just like that. Some little final adjustments. Just make sure that your corners right here are clean. Just keep, adjusting the seat because the straps are holding it tight. Try to hide the original seat that's under it. Alright, you guys, so one thing I wanted to show you guys real quick, on the front of the seat, there's supposed to be like a little slot right here, so that way you can slide the little factory little strap from the other seat, so you can pull it back, and that way you can pull your seat down. One thing that I've noticed that in a lot of the other YouTube videos, nobody's ever mentioned that when they send it to you, not sure if they're keeping it like an option if you want to actually run that through or not, but right here, as you guys could see, there's little stitches right here, right? So this one is the one on the far right. All we did was took a tiny little blade and just kind of opened up the stitches. Like, don't try to fight it and cut through the actual leather. Just right on the actual stitches right here. See how it separates? And then just that's it. You just cut the little stitching that was there, and that was it. And now it'll go right through. So that way you can run your strap in. All right, you guys, so the final product is finally done on the car, and I absolutely love it. The contrast, everything is black and red in the car now. Let me go ahead and try to brighten this up just a tad, and that way you guys should be able to see it. You can see the front seats, the back seats. Everything is black and red. Man, that looks so good. Like, the rest of the car is chrome red with black. My seatbelts are red. These are black and red. The fitment is really nice. You just got to be a little bit patient when you're installing these, and then you'll eventually get the job done. But man, these look so good. Love them. If you guys were thinking about getting these for your car, I mean, right now my seats under there are like completely like brand new. I've cleaned them up and we put the covers on them. The fitment is really nice and snug. It literally looks like a factory seat on here, and it also matches everything else inside of the car that's all black and red. This is incredible. If you've thought about getting these, I would jump on these right away. They got a bunch of different designs too, and different patterns that you can go with. Like in the center, you can choose different type of material here on the sides if you want that like Alcantara suede type look. Whatever you want, whatever color you want, for the most part, they should have it for you for your car. There's a shot of the back of the car too, in the back seat. Everything fits like factory, nice and flush. Make sure this, again, take these off first and then put the covers, then put these back on, and then when you're getting ready to install these, pop them in from this corner first, right here on the bottom. Pop it in from here first, and then it'll snap in. But other than that, look at that. Very nice shot. Now when I take it to car shows and car meets, roll down the windows about halfway and people will look inside. They'll see all the carbon fiber inside. Now the seats just set it off. Well, all right, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. That was a little bit of a mission there. It took me 2 days only because I had something else to do. And make sure you guys take in consideration those tips that I mentioned with the back seats, where you put the little slot through. Don't get impatient. Just a little slice on the thread of the stitching and then you're good to go. Like, don't cut through the actual leather or anything like that. Just a little bit of the stitching and it opens right up. They did that there for a reason. Some people may want that to show, some people may not. I wanted my latch to show in the back. But either way, man, the car is all set to go. And I'm excited for today, taking it to a car show. And big shout out to Custom Interior for sending me that setup right there. I was always kind of hesitant because I love my ZL1 Recaro seats, but when I seen their work, I was like, okay, hold on, these guys do some crazy stuff. But either way, if it's your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. A thumbs up definitely helps out the channel. Leave me a comment, let me know what you guys think of this setup. I'm absolutely excited about it. I can't stress it enough. I can't wait to see everybody else's reactions when I post this online. I want to see what you guys think in the comment section. And in the meantime, between time, you guys know the drill. A Dilla, bow, Superman, chilling right there. Prep time, chilling in the garage. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Might not wanna get close.